in the land of Egypt, a new king arose who knew not Joseph. He beheld the children of Israel, and spake severely unto his people, saying, Behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we. To prevent their increase, he set taskmasters over them, making them serve with rigorous bondage. Their lives were made bitter, with hard service in mortar and brick, and all manner of service in the field. Yet the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew. Amid the sorrow, Pharaoh commanded the Hebrew midwives, Shiphrah and Puah, saying, When ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women, if it be a son, then ye shall kill him. But if it be a daughter, then she shall live. The midwives feared God, and saved the male children alive. When Pharaoh inquired why they had not obeyed, they answered, Because the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women. For they are lively, and are delivered, ere the midwife come unto them. So God dealt well with the midwives, and the people multiplied. In those days was born unto the house of Levi a man, and his name was Moses. His parents saw that he was a fair child, and they hid him 3 months. But when they could not longer hide him, his mother made an ark of bulrushes, daubed it with slime and pitch, and laid the child therein. She set it in the flags by the river's brink, and his sister stood afar off to know what would become of him. Pharaoh's daughter came down to wash at the river, and espied the ark. She had compassion on the child, and said, This is one of the Hebrews' children. Moses' sister offered to fetch a Hebrew woman to nurse him, and Miriam brought Moses' own mother. Thus he grew until he was weaned, and the daughter of Pharaoh called him her son, naming him Moses, saying, Because I drew him out of the water. When Moses was grown, he went out unto his brethren, and saw their burdens. He beheld an Egyptian smiting a Hebrew, and Moses slew the Egyptian, hiding him in the sand. Fearing for his life when Pharaoh heard of it, Moses fled unto the land of Midian. There he sat down by a well, defended Jethro's daughters from shepherds, and was given Zipporah in marriage. 40 years passed, and Moses tended Jethro's flock in the wilderness. One day he came to Horeb, the mount of God, when the angel of the Lord appeared in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush. Moses said, I will now turn aside and see this great sight, why the bush is not burnt. God called him by name, Moses, Moses, and revealed his covenant. I am the God of thy father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. Moses trembled as God charged him to go unto Pharaoh, that thou mayest bring forth my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt. Moses returned to Egypt with Aaron, his brother, as spokesman. They gathered the elders of Israel, and Aaron cast down his rod, which became a serpent. The people believed and bowed themselves. Moses and Aaron then went to Pharaoh, saying, Thus saith the Lord God of Israel, Let my people go, that they may hold a feast unto me in the wilderness. Pharaoh's heart was hardened, and he answered, Who is the Lord, that I should obey his voice to let Israel go? Moses warned of a plague if Israel were not released. Aaron smote the waters of Egypt with his rod, and they were turned to blood. The fish died, the river stank, and the Egyptians could not drink of the water. Pharaoh's magicians did likewise by their enchantments, and Pharaoh hardened his heart again. The Lord Almighty wrought a series of judgments to compel Pharaoh's hand. The plagues came in measured succession. Water to blood Aaron smote the waters with his rod, and all the waters that were in the river were turned to blood. Exodus 7:20. The fish died, and the river became foul. Frogs Aaron stretched out his hand over the waters, and frogs came up abundantly, covering Egypt into houses, bedrooms, ovens, and kneading troughs. Lice or gnats. Aaron struck the dust of the earth, and it became lice throughout Egypt, upon man and beast alike. Flies, swarms of flies, came into Pharaoh's palace and throughout Egypt, but were not in Goshen, where Israel dwelt. Murrain on cattle. A grievous plague smote the Egyptian cattle. All the cattle of the Egyptians died. Exodus 9:6. Yet the livestock of the children of Israel remained untouched. Boils, Moses took ashes of the furnace, and they became small dust in all the land of Egypt. And did boil a boil upon man and upon beast. Exodus 9:9. Hail the Lord sent thunder, and hail mingled with fire, smiting every plant, breaking down all trees, killing any beast in the field. Locusts, an east wind brought locusts which covered Egypt, devouring every herb and fruit of the trees left by the hail. Darkness, a palpable darkness, covered all the land of Egypt for 3 days. Exodus 10:22. Yet the children of Israel had light in their dwellings. The forewarning of death, though Moses spake to Pharaoh after this 9th plague, warning of one more death of the firstborn, Pharaoh's heart remained stout. After each plague, Pharaoh would summon Moses and Aaron, offer to let the people go, then change his mind. I will let you go, and there shall sacrifice to the Lord your God in the land. Proclaimed don't lead a harden his heart once the judgment was removed. Thus did the Lord strengthen Pharaoh's heart, that his wonders might be multiplied. Moses stood boldly before him. How long wilt thou refuse to humble thyself before me? Yet each time Pharaoh scoffed, Get you from me, take heed to yourselves, see my face no more. So in wrath Moses turned away, awaiting the next divine command. Though Egypt writhed under these plagues, the children of Israel were untouched, dwelling in Goshen under God's protection. The Lord's hand lay heavy upon Egypt and light upon his people, signifying that the God of Israel would indeed deliver them. Even in sorrow, hope glimmered. The God of Abraham had not forgotten the covenant made with the patriarchs. As the 10th plague approached, an air of solemn expectancy fell upon the land of covenant Passover, yet to be revealed, a lamb to be slain, blood to mark the houses, and that final stroke which would rend Pharaoh's stubborn heart and open Egypt's gates. If you enjoyed this short video on Exodus 1 to 10, please like and subscribe for more. God bless.